Duck's presentation.
I'm hungry.
Straight from the Nestle factory across the Pacific. It exists! It exists! It's the wasabi flavored Kit Kat! Just one of tons of flavors of Japanese Kit Kats. These combine the finest white chocolate with a hint of wasabi spice to keep that tongue a-tingle.
Sorry I'm late. What is this? This is odd. Uh-oh.
Dear Mr. Pancake 603, we, the administration at Global Docs Industries, as well as the management at Pink Taupe Incorporated, have been reviewing your performance over the past month, and generally we are pleased with how the show has progressed. However, there are key areas which require proactive improvement on your part. Above all else, we find your reads to be extremely lacking in honest emotion. Feel free to deviate from the script and talk about your personal experience with the product. Insert at least one genuine laugh every commercial read. Connect more with the viewer on a personal level, and treat the read as a casual conversation amongst friends rather than a sales pitch. Lastly, it has come to our attention that there's a certain canine presence in your studio who is failing to cooperate with the rules and regulations of Global Docs Industries, and we, the undersigned, require you to get a handle on the situation. We at Global Docs encourage diversity in the workplace, but if the male Doberman and the female Dachshund cannot quell their damaging chatter, be assertive and remove them from the premises. Other than these pressing issues, you are doing an admirable job, and putting these changes into effect will further monetize our assets and further strengthen our bond between Global Docs and Bravo Industries. This has been Balthazar Quayle, Global Docs Industries CEO.
Well, looks like your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603 is gonna have to straighten up and fly right when it comes to the reads from now on. Gotta add a little bit of extra zing to those Pink Taupe reads, which is gonna be a little bit difficult to, add my own personal experience like Mr. Quayle said, because between you and me, I've never tried their product. Nobody else heard that but just you and me, so we've got a special connection here. What am I looking at here? I can't believe this actually exists. If I could just do my best Doctor Strange impersonation and rewind time a bit. There was another flavor that I was sure, when I mentioned it, it would be coming to my door at some point. I just didn't realize it was going to be this soon. And here we are back. God, how much the show has progressed since those days, huh? Even the quality of the film itself. I don't know what the heck I was doing. I was probably just using the wrong camera settings. I apologize for putting all you people through that. But now here we are finally in true HD. And so I can get a nice, good, crisp look at this new item that is standing in front of my face. It actually does exist, people! This is Nestle Kit Kat, wasabi flavored, straight from Japan itself. I mean, that's probably the only thing I can parse out from this box is what it actually is, because everything else on this box is in, as you'll clearly see, Japanese. This is a very tough item to get a hold of. This is, a very rare import. If you're to buy this in the States, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Unless you, are subscribed to the Divinity Crate, you can get it for a mere $9.99 a month. You might, just get this show up in your wicker basket, just so long as you keep your wicker basket out there. I knew I had to be wrong about this. I mean, I was thinking of, I had it mixed up with the sake Kit Kat, which I had in a prior review, as you saw. But in my mind, I was just like, what was I thinking? Wasabi Kit Kats? That is way too disgusting an idea. That can't possibly exist. How wrong I was! Well, here they are. They actually exist, people, and I don't understand. I know I say that all the time, but it just gets worse and worse as it goes on. I mean, here we are. What episode is this? Like 182, 183, around there? And the things that I keep getting just keep getting grosser and grosser and grosser. I mean, finally I get some candy, something nice and delectable and tasty and tangy and sugary and sweet, but it's gotta be disgusting somehow. And I couldn't just have it. I couldn't just have normal candy, no. There had to be some kind of weird, disgusting element to it. I mean, I guess that's what Yucker Yum's all about, huh? So, here I am opening a package, who knows from which foreign lands this thing has traveled. This thing has traveled quite a distance to get here in Limbo, and you will note that it is very, very similar in packaging to the other Kit Kats that I've tried, the sake and the green tea Kit Kats. They're all, you know, typical Japanese, you know, gimmicked candies. Like, all these things are associated with Japanese cuisines. But I also hear that there's also a coffee flavored and an orange flavored Kit Kat. I don't know if there's any other flavors out there, but I know those two exist. Maybe I'll have them for the show at some point. Who knows? But, well, we all know, anyone who has seen the sake review knew that those things gave off a very pungent odor. So let's see what these look like, and more importantly, what they smell like. Alright, they smell like typical white chocolate, so maybe the wasabi flavor is not that prevalent. You'll note that they do have a little bit of a green tint to them, which is kind of scary, because that leads me to believe that the wasabi is so infused in that white chocolate it actually changed its appearance. Enjoy the world of the Pink Toad. It was created by the finest restaurateurs from all corners of the world, and I personally love the ease in which fine meals are preparable. In a refrigerated tote, the approximate measurements of the finest ingredients are stored, with a helpful packet teaching you various, easy-to-follow ways to prepare over 500 different types of healthy, delicious meals comparable to those you'll find at the finest 5-star restaurants. If you like a particular meal, feel free to order it again, or try one from the suggestions tab when you return the totes. I'm all thumbs in the kitchen. Thumb wrestling. And even a dummy like myself can prepare these exquisite meals in a typically less than an hour. How can you argue with that? This week's menu includes fresh-caught crispy Alaskan pollock with marshmallow yams. Oh, marshmallow yams, I love eating those Thanksgiving time. Seared chicken over couscous with caper butter sauce, zucchini, and dried cranberries. I don't even know what couscous is, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't I stupid? Tokyo beef bowl with soft-boiled eggs and roasted broccoli. You know, sometimes the simplest recipes are the best recipes, and I ordered that one. Oh my god, it was so yummy. Greek chicken with quinoa salad with zucchini and goat cheese. Man, that goat cheese, I love it. I love goat milk too. I mean, hey, watch the review. I raved about it. Penne mush kapui with Canadian bacon and a side of enoki mushroom portas. Just like Mama used to make. I mean, you wouldn't think it would be so delicious because of what it is, but when you put it in your mouth, it renders you speechless. So what are you waiting for? Shop online at www.therealpinktoad.com and start making healthier choices today. How did I do? Did it sound genuine? Well, anyway, speaking of genuine, here comes my genuine first impression of a very, very strange candy. But you know what? As much trepidation I have going into this, there have been equally disgusting things that I've went into thinking they'd be gross, but they actually turned out to be quite pleasant. In particular, I think of the chocolate that's infused with chili peppers. You just hear that and like, what? Number one, what the heck were they thinking? And number two, how could that possibly taste good? But, you know, depending on who makes it, it does taste pretty good. It's usually more chocolate than it is the pepper taste, but the pepper always like gives it like a little bit of an extra zing, and I always like that. Maybe this is the same exact thing, but we'll see. First I'll snap it off. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That is pretty damn good. At first, when you put it in your mouth, it's like so many things I've eaten for the show, the taste doesn't hit you until later. You're gonna think it's a bust, because it just tastes like plain white chocolate. But as you like savor in its taste, and you press this extra hard against your tongue to try to find those tastes, There it is. It hits you in kind of like a wave, but not the kind of wave that takes over your entire mouth, but it's just like a kind of like a small little squall, and it just hits your taste buds ever so slightly. It's kind of hard to put it into words, but it is a wasabi taste. It's not exactly a really strong wasabi taste. I mean, just picture what that would be like in the back of your head. I mean, you picture having a mouthful of white chocolate, what it would be like to put a dot of wasabi on that. Like a little speck, like I'm talking like a toothpick, like little flick of wasabi on that. That's your wasabi flavor. It tastes really, really good. It's very, very light. It makes me drool a lot, so I apologize if it's, you know, it seems like I'm talking all herky-jerky, but I'm trying not to spit at the camera right here. But if I were to give this a Hoff rating, I would give it, this is always the toughest part, I will give it 3.5 Hoffs, because I'm not going to give it any more than that, because then that would mean I would have cravings for this. I would never have cravings for wasabi Kit Kats. In fact, I would have cravings for regular Kit Kats over this. As much as I love white chocolate, I prefer the regular chocolate Kit Kats. Maybe if there was a way for them to make regular chocolate Kit Kats with wasabi flavor, that would be something. I mean, I would like to see them try it. So, I mean, hopefully there's somebody out there who is translating these videos into Japanese and sending them out to Japan, and hopefully we can appropriate that into the Japanese culture. Get us some chocolate wasabi. I really want to know what that tastes like, because if the chocolate chili pepper, you know, if that tasted so good, imagine what that would taste like. Chocolate wasabi Kit Kats. That would be amazing. But as it is, as a white chocolate, it's not bad. I mean, I say definitely try it for a novelty, but definitely, I mentioned before how expensive these things are. If you have a friend that's bought these, try to heave off of them, because this is definitely not worth no 20, 30 bucks here. So this is your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603 saying until next time, where I once again answer the question, is it yuck, is it yum, or is it yuck or yum? Got off easy this time. Ta-ta, everybody!
Makers of the best toys and gizmos the world over. Bet they don't make a Pearl River beer neon clock hand spin around that son-of-a-bitch like a rotisserie chicken. I got one of them laying on this here table down at the old BSR along with a crisp, cold, Broken Skull IPA. Swig a beer for the working man. An engraved St. Martin coaster made of wood and cork, bought for me by my lovely wife, some miscellaneous papers, and a cup. Not using the cup, drinking the beer straight out the bottle, because that's the way we do it on the old BSR. And look, there's also a Steen Aston action figure, produced by the good folks at Grub. How about I let him do the rest of the commercial? Steen Aston is stomping a mud hole on your neck. Steen Aston wants you to buy Grub products. Rudy Poo. Steen Aston wants you to stomping on my arm. The mud hole to buy Grub is stomping my Rudy Poo neck. Jabroni. Damn, they say this thing can say over 1,000 different things? I believe it. Stone Cold Arm Nest wants you to buy the Jabroni Galoo stomping on my neck.